Hey guys, welcome on board. Please let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me, please. Just let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. I just want us to have a little discussion about what has been happening in the past days. Please let me know if the sound is okay. So, I just want us to have this conversation because I've been having messages from students confirming that they've been receiving emails from their universities and from their embassies about their return to China. So that's why I decided to do this live show so people can share the experiences. If you've received, thank you, Nomi from Malawi. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So if you received an email from your university or from your embassy, please just let me know the name of the university and or the name of your country. And if you want to come online to talk with others, because this live stream will be recorded, so even if someone is not online now, the person can watch me later. The person can watch us later on. So I'd like us to really share our experiences, please. If you have others who are not online, please can you share the live stream so they can join us? You can share it with your friends. You can share it with other groups. Just share it in your network so we can have more students to come on and join us. And if you've not seen my community timeline, I just posted some information about emails from some universities, maybe your university is among. And if you have any specific question that you want to ask as far as that is concerned, you can ask the question. And if I'm not able to answer, maybe I'll find the answer. Or if someone is watching, thank you for joining, Elvira. Elvira, are you from Cameroon? If you're watching me from Cameroon, please let me know. I'd like to ask some question about the information I got from Cameroon, from the embassy. So welcome to all those who join in now. If you just join us, I want us to share some information. I want to hear from others. Oh, great, you're from Cameroon. So did you get any information from the embassy yet? What did the embassy say? Or maybe from your university? What did the embassy or the university say about your return? Because I know that many students have received emails, and this is the start of the week. Today is Monday. I believe that this week students will receive more emails. Students will receive more emails from their universities. So if you received today or if you received over the weekend, I'm going to share the link if someone wants to If someone wants to come up to join us or to share the experience, just click on this link and let's have a chat. The embassy asks, okay, Herbert says, the embassy asked me to provide materials for student visa application. So normally the materials that the embassy is asking you is the JW202 form or the invitation letter from your university. So I'm gathering all the documents. So what have your university said? Did you tell the university that the embassy is asking for those documents? And any response from your university? If anyone wants to join us, I'm going to leave this link on the screen. Join us. Just click on this link if you want to join us or if you want to share something. I'll be grateful to hear from all of you guys who are watching me. No information from my university, and they also no information from the embassy in Sierra Leone. Okay, so Aliu from Sierra Leone said no information from university or from embassy. Yeah, let's just see what happens in the days ahead, Aliu. We hope that if some universities have started, more will do this weekend. And I also asked some students to check their spam mail because I got information from a student that the mail that was sent from the university was in the spam mail and he didn't check for a long time and he didn't know that there was an email. So if you're not in WeChat groups of your university, then always try to check your spam mail because sometimes when they send these emails, it will stay in your spam box. So please, you can also check. From India, I heard someone from India texted me yesterday. I think yeah, yesterday, yeah. Someone texted me from India and said the university have sent him a JW202 form that he received JW202 from his university. So I don't know if anyone is watching me from India who can confirm this. Someone said he received JW202 from India. So students from India is if anyone is connected and wants to come on, please don't forget I've shared the link. This is the link for you to join us. I'll share it in the message again. Um, from Bangladesh. Hello, I'm from Bangladesh. Any news for Bangladeshi students? Please reply. Well, I think I don't have a specific news for students from Bangladesh, but I'm getting news from students from different universities. From different universities. So if you're not in WeChat groups, I think it will be really good if you belong to WeChat groups where your university students belong to, so that if there is any information like this, the students will share in the university WeChat groups. Okay, we have Elvira who is trying to join. Hey, can you reduce
Are you
the
get
volume?
Are you getting me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I was saying that I
Yeah,
contacted the embassy.
your background music is a little bit loud.
Yes, I have run away from the noise. I don't know if you are still getting the noise because I am at the agency
Oh, you're traveling.
in order to gather all those documents. It's not easy, so I have to travel and travel and travel and travel.
So, what documents actually did they ask?
And they asked me for university
The JW202 form or the invitation
diploma
letter?
transcript, the high school diploma. So all my diplomas and transcript, I have to legalize them at the Ministry of External Affairs before bringing them to the embassy.
It's your first time to come to China.
Hmm?
It's your first time to come to China.
Yes, I went to the embassy on Friday. So they told me there that I have to legalize all those documents at the Ministry of External Relationship and bring them to the embassy. So now, when I was there, there was a man that came. He wanted to legalize documents for his, I think, for his nephew or something like that. So when I asked to that man, the receptionist that is there, that works there at the embassy, I asked him that if
Yeah.
I have to legalize my documents there at the embassy too, after I have legalized them at the Minhex. He told me that yes,
Hmm.
if I'm going to use the documents in China, I have to legalize them at the embassy too. So it's a whole
Okay.
process. It's
All
not
right.
easy.
All right. Okay.
So
Okay.
my
Okay. But at least,
university, when I spoke with the
yeah.
embassy through email the first time, I I I screenshot the message, the mail, and sent it to my counselor, university counselor.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
she asked me to screenshot the whole page of the mail so that she make sure that the email address that sent me the message was really from the embassy. So
Yeah.
when
To
I
be sure
did
that
like
it's from
that,
the embassy.
yes, to be sure that it's not a scam. So when I did like
Yes.
that, she actually sent me my visa application GW202 and my admission letter.
The JW202 form he posted it to
Now,
you, or just the email, or just the soft copy. Hello? 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 I think we've lost your connection. Oh, we still have Shabibi is saying last week the ambassador of China announced on the national TV that students from my country will be welcome to China soon. Oh, that's great. That's good news. Thank you for sharing this with us. I remember you were with us in my last. Okay, so Elvira, thank you so much for joining. I just wish you all the best. Just try to collect all those documents that they've asked, and just take them to the embassy. But the next thing now that you have to start looking at, you have to start looking at flight tickets, because that will be another major challenge that students will be facing, because having flights from Cameroon now might not really be easy. So from India, thank you for joining us, Tria. So thank you. Okay, Elvira is still coming up. Let me see.
at the embassy, or is it possible for me to just legalize at the Ministry of External Relationship and deposit it at the embassy for visa application so that is when I would like to use it in China, I legalize it in China when in China.
Well, I didn't hear your last question. Can you say it again?
Okay, I was saying that is it an obligation for me to legalize my documents at the embassy from my country, or I can travel to China and legalize those documents once there when I would like to use them? Because that man working at the embassy, he told me that if I have to use my documents in China, I will have to legalize them. I don't know if you get the
No,
question.
I'd advise you to do it in Cameroon before you come to China.
Okay, I will try.
Yeah, just yeah, do it in Cameroon,
Okay, I
because
will do
once
that.
you're there,
It's very expensive,
yeah, do
eh?
it in Cameroon. I
But
know
I
it's
will do.
expensive to legalize those documents. I know it's expensive, but you just have to do it now. Don't come here, because if you come here, you have to send it back home for someone to do it for you. So it's
Ah,
advisable
okay, I
just to do
understand.
it. Yeah,
Okay, it's
please
better to
just do
do it
it.
there.
Yeah.
Andrew. Okay,
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
thank you too.
Yeah. Um.
How to do?
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's hear what someone else is saying. Someone says, "Roy, I'm from Sri Lanka. Thank you for joining us from Sri Lanka. I hope everything is okay in Sri Lanka these days. I saw a lot of news about the the strike in Sri Lanka. I hope you guys are safe, and I hope that you're taking good care of yourselves in Sri Lanka. Most sources shared on social media say the first visa for CSC scholarship students. Is it true? What about provincial scholarship holders? Yeah, actually, from the social media, most of the information that I've seen, even the emails that were received, I have some. Let me see if I can share this. Let me see if I can share my screen. If I can, let me see if I can share something from my computer. Let me see if I can get this document from my computer. I have this document that was that I received. Let me see. Let me get it from my computer. Just a moment, please. I'm getting the last update that I got today was from this university. Let me try to get it. Okay, just a moment, guys. I'll share this. So I got this from two different universities. Let me show you guys this. Just a moment, guys. I'll get it from my phone. I'll get this from my phone and I'll show you guys this one and this one. I'll share it on my phone, then I'll try to get it from my laptop. This is the first one. This one, let me save it as one desktop. Save. And this one also from another university. Two. Let me share it with you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, I got it. Let me see if I can share it as a slide. Desktop. Where is it? Oh, where is it? Just a moment. Oh god, I'm trying to get it, but I think it's a little bit complicated. It's a little bit complicated. I'd have loved to share my screen with you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. But anyway, you can check on my community timeline. I posted it on my community timeline. It's information from a university that is requesting students to share their information about their return to China. If you receive certain information, then I think you should share it with your embassy, because once you share that information with your embassy, then the embassy now will give you the required documents that you need to bring. Then the university will be able to send your JW202 form. So I was trying to share it on my screen, but I don't know. I can't find it here. So you can check that on my community timeline. I shared that this afternoon on my community timeline. You can see. So after this, you can check on my community timeline. If there's someone else who wants to come up to share us something about their university or their country, please feel free to hit the join button and let's hear. So, like as I was saying, Hansani from Sri Lanka, most of the students that got emails about their return are CSC students. They're CSC students. But also, I've seen students who have received emails who are not CSC students. So it means that it's not only CSC students; it can be anyone. If your university is asking students to return, then they will be asking all students, not only CSC students. Some universities are only sending for CSE students, some universities are sending for all students. Someone from Zambia. I'm from Zambia. This morning I received a message from our embassy collecting our information. Thank you so much. If you want to come online from Zambia, Sophie, if you want to come online to talk to us, to share us something about the email, please feel free to join this link. I'm going to skip the link here again. So apparently, so many students have received emails either from university or from embassy. Apparently, so many students. By this time, I'm sure so many students. This is someone. They said that the student visas are available now. Wow, great news. If they said it clearly that the student visas are available now, what you need to do, what I would advise you to do is take a screenshot of that email that you got from your embassy saying that student visas are available now. Send that email to your university and tell them this is what the embassy have said, that student visas are available now, and they're going to tell you the documents that you need, and the university will definitely send you your visa application form, which is your JW202 form, and your admission letter. If you're a new student, they're going to send you your visa application form and your admission letter. Then now together with the other documents that the embassy will ask, you're going to take it for your visa. Then you can start looking about your flights and so on. Then if you're an old student, if you were already in China, definitely they're going to send you some sort of an invitation letter. They're going to send you an invitation letter. Okay, let's see what someone is saying. From Pakistan, I'm a student of 2021 session. Is there any chance for me to enter China for fall? Yeah, of course, there are chances. Students from Pakistan were in China. They just the first batch of Pakistani students. They just finished their quarantine, I think, a few days ago. So we are very sure that the Pakistani students are working on their second batch of students. What I also want to advise you, you should belong to these groups of students from your country, because I'm very sure that there are a group of students from Pakistan working on this issue. So you should belong to these groups. You should belong to this group so that you can get more information and follow up with all the updates about your university, about your embassy. But slowly, it people can start coming to China individually, not even in groups. Because once the student visas are open, you don't need to come again as a group or as a charter. As long as you have a flight, you have your visa, you can come as an individual. You can go to the embassy, get your visa, book your flight, and you're in China. But it's very advisable if you can follow up as a group. Today, Wang Yi will come to my country, Malaysia. Hope good news. Yeah, we hope good news. You guys should follow up with his visit. We hope there will be good news. I mean, there are so many countries that are having good news about students' return. That's what is giving me really good hope. It's giving me more hopes that students will be able to return to China by September. Like a lot of students are getting emails. So if you've not received email from your embassy or from your university, please check your emails, check with your school, check with your friends, check with them, and get more information what's happening, because I'm sure that lots and lots of students have already received emails. Please, do you have any information about Cameroonian students? This is someone who just called me now from Cameroon, Jaffna Mashal. I just received a lady now from Cameroon, and he said the embassy is collecting visas already. The embassy is open, and they are receiving visas already. And she sent the information to her university, and the university sent her JW202 form and her visa application documents. She's from Cameroon. So what do you want to do, Michelle? Contact the embassy, because I just talked to a girl from Cameroon just now, and she confirmed that the embassy is receiving student visas currently. So Michelle, try to get to her. I don't know if you can contact her. I don't know how you can contact her, but if she's watching me now, you guys can talk maybe in the comment section and see how to get connected. And for students who are in countries that don't have little groups, please try to form a small group so that if you do something, you can help your friend or you can guide your friend on how to do it. For example, If you're from Cameroon, you can form a small group. I can help you guys form the group, or I give you more information on how to form the group. Maybe one person can drop his contact, maybe WhatsApp, and then the others can take the WhatsApp number, and then that's how you can form a small group. So that, oh, someone is trying to come on. Let me see who's. Hello.
Hello, Roy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Sophie.
Okay, so yeah, this is Sophie. Like I wrote on the group, I'm from Zambia.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, this morning I just received a message from my embassy. They said
Okay.
that the student visas are partly available, and we need to send our details to them. So they were getting our names, our universities, and everything. So we sent that to them, and they're saying we just wait for their feedback now. But they're
Okay.
saying the
Good.
student visas are available now. And
Student visas are
then,
now available. Okay.
yes, after I received that message, I even called them. I called the embassy and they said we're just waiting for the notice now to come from the Chinese authorities to give them a go ahead that we should start applying for visas. But they're available now in our country.
Okay. So Sophie, someone is saying, can you share the message you received from the embassy and from Zambia as well? So someone from Zambia is asking if you can share the message that you received from the embassy. I don't know how you can share that, but maybe you can go to one of my the last message that I shared on about student emails. Maybe you can have a screenshot of that email, and you can put it in the comment section, so that people so that
Yes,
someone can see. You, you
Roy,
can
I think
cover your
you
personal
can
information.
drop us your email address, then I'll send it to you.
Okay, yeah, cool. You can get my email.
Yeah.
You can get my email. I'll share my email. This is my email. So that's my email. You can drop it to me, and then I can drop it at the community timeline, and for other students to be sure as well, or to know that it's real. And you don't have to
Okay.
worry about your personal information, because I'm going to blur out all your personal details. I'm just going to share the information.
All right, Roy. Thank you.
You're welcome, and I wish you all the best. Just try to follow up and be patient. We hope that students might be able to return by September.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
You're welcome. So, Watula, I'm going to share the information from Sophia. I'm going to share it on my community timeline once I get it from her. So just stay connected. And we have Hati from India. Till today, there is no good news or announcement for students. There is a lot of good news. There is a lot of good news. Honestly, trust me, there's a lot of good news. A lot of students have received emails. Even today, some students received emails even today from their embassies, from their universities. Some students have even received their JW 202 forms, their visa application. So please, if you've not heard news, just be patient, because there's a lot of good news. And we have someone from Saeed. I also received a message from my university, and they told me it's a matter of time. We all going to be back as soon as possible. That is good news. That is a message of assurance that you received message from your university. I'm happy to hear that. Please, some of these messages, please, can you send them to my email? Can you send me a screenshot of some of the messages that you received? Please, if you're watching me, I'm going to drop my email once again. Please send me a screenshot of the messages that you've received, so I can share it with other students. If you're watching me and you receive an email, please just send me a screenshot of the email. You can blur out your personal information. I'm not going to display your personal information on my channel. It's your privacy, but I can share the information to other students who are doubting or who think that nothing is happening. So if you're watching me and you've received an email, I'll be glad if you can share it with me. Indian students allowed to China. Okay, that's good news. Hussein said, our foreign minister previously collected information also about medical students. Not of us. Now the country is unable and has no ministers to take steps on this matter. Does it affect us? The situation in Sri Lanka now is very complicated. I don't really know what I can say about this, but it's not gonna take long. Trust me, because with the situation now, all of the ministers will be on the ground. They might not come up to say anything because the country is in a very unstable situation. So, but we hope that this doesn't affect students. The embassy, stay in contact with the embassy because the embassy is Chinese embassy. They might be able to help students directly, not through ministers. Yeah, so we hope that everything is in the hands of the Chinese embassy in your country. You can communicate with the Chinese embassy and your university, and we hope that the situation will not affect students. I really hope so. It's not going to affect students. And he said, I'm a master's student at Nanjing Tech University. Thank you so much, Hassani, for joining and for sharing with us. If you want to come online to talk to us, feel free. I've shared the link. Just if someone wants to come online, just click on this link and let's talk. Are you Indian? You're asking me if I'm Indian. Do I look like Indian? I'm not Indian. I'm from Cameroon, actually. For those who don't know, I'm from Cameroon. Maybe some people are watching me from Cameroon. They didn't know I'm from Cameroon. I'm actually from Cameroon. So if you have any specific question about Cameroon, you can ask me. If you have anything to share with us, or if you need any help or any situation, anything you want to talk about, feel free to talk to me. Feel free to express your problems. If I'm not able to help you, maybe someone is in the group that can help you, or I can ask some other students or some other people that can be of help to you. So feel free to talk to us anytime. Great. I will email you a screenshot of the mail I received from Zhejiang University a few days ago. Thanks, Roy. Thank you so much, Noni. Thank you so much. I'll be grateful to receive your email. Thank you so much for joining the stream. And if you want to come on to talk to us, also feel free. So for those who are joining us, or for those who just joined us now, I'm doing this live stream because I just want to talk to us and to share with us the recent information that is happening, or the recent updates about students return to China. I've received several emails. I've received several emails from students. I've shared some of them on my community timeline. You can go to my community timeline. And by the way, if you're watching me and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please, if I have 20 people who are watching me, I hope all these 20 people are my subscribers. So if you're watching me and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, do me a favor. One subscription is very important for me. One subscription is very important. So after this live stream, I want to see some increase in my subscription. That is all I ask from you guys. I'm not asking much, just that subscription. And also hit a like on this live stream, please. If I can get 20 likes, we can have more people joining us, and some people can come up to share their experience. So if you have not liked the stream, please hit the like button. And if you have any comments, let me know in the comment section. Let's interact in the comment section for 1 hour. We have 35 minutes gone. Let's talk in the next 25 minutes and share our different experiences. Please. Okay, I'm getting a call. I'll take the call later on. So guys, thank you all for joining. If you want to join us, if you want to come on, someone says there are no recent updates from the Chinese embassy in Ethiopia or from the university side. We are sleeping on the air. Oh, I feel you, man. I feel you. I feel you. But from Ethiopia, have you ever received any information before now? Or you've never received any information? Has the embassy ever contacted you from Ethiopia or your university? Have you ever received any email? If you've received email even one time, then let's be a little bit patient. Maybe they've collected your information. Let's be a little bit patient. If you've not received any email, any notification, then you can poke them a little bit with a message again, or maybe with an email, and let's see what's happening. But I heard someone from Ethiopia texted me last time that they received email from the embassy. Someone from Ethiopia texted me, I remember. Tamila says, has anyone received an email from Jiangsu? Yes, someone has received email from Jiangsu University. Someone texted me, oh, I think in the comment section, of my recent post on my community timeline, someone said he has received email from Jiangsu University. And by the way, Jiangsu University is my alma mater. I graduated from Jiangsu University, so I have more. I can have more information from Jiangsu University as well, because I'm a graduate from Jiangsu University. That's where I studied. So someone said he received email from Jiangsu University in the comment section. If you want to get more information about this person, just go to my community timeline. Look at my last post that I posted about students return to China. Go to the community, not a video, community timeline post. Someone said he received email from Jiangsu University. Contact that person. You can ask the person to maybe send a screenshot of the message, or try to get in contact with this person and know the details of that. So yeah, someone got information from Jiangsu University. Hey, just now I joined. Sorry for the delay, and I'm also a Sri Lankan. Oh, I wish you all the best in Sri Lanka. I hope that the situation in Sri Lanka will get better soon. Yeah, it's really an unfortunate situation that it's happening at this time, but we hope that things will get better soon. Someone is trying to call me. Yeah, so from Sri Lanka, you guys got students from Sri Lanka who just came to China a few weeks ago, like a lot of students from Sri Lanka. So I think that is good news already for students from Sri Lanka. So we hope that more students will be able to come in, and we hope that the situation in Sri Lanka is not going to interrupt the return of students. Honestly, it's not going to affect. And worries about intake. Okay, yeah, I understand. Just a moment, a friend is trying to text me about something. Just a moment, please. So if anyone just joined and they want to come online to share the experience in their country about their email or the university, please feel free to join us. Feel free to join us. Feel free to join us. Okay, so let's see what someone else is saying. Has anyone received email from My Young Teachers College? Well, if someone is watching us from this university, please can you reply to Cielo, My Young Teachers College? Has anyone received information from that university? And Tamila says, thank you. You're welcome, Tamila. Then we have, I also received Jiangsu University. Okay. Someone is saying, I also received from Jiangsu University, and I'm happy to know you graduated the same university. I'm trying. Big up. Thank you, man. Thank you. Stay safe, and I wish you all the best. So someone who was asking about Jiangsu University, this is someone here who just confirmed that he also received email from Jiangsu University. So check your emails, check your spam, contact your class teacher, contact your admission counselor. I'm sure that if 2-3 students have received from Jiangsu University, it means that actually Jiangsu University have sent out emails. It is for sure, because the first student confirmed this afternoon, and this is the second student that's confirming that Jiangsu University have sent emails. So for the rest of the students who are from Jiangsu University, please, you can check with your university, check with your school, because students are confirming that Jiangsu University have received. Has any Indian student got invitation letter from any Chinese university? Well, a student commented in one of my videos. No, not in one of my videos. The student added me on WeChat. The student added me on WeChat in a group and told me that he received a JW202 from his university, and he's Indian. The student is from India. That his university have sent him a JW202 form. So it means that some students from India have actually received JW202 from their universities. Kosi, has anyone received from Wenyang Medical University? If anyone is watching me from this university, let us know. Kosi Onyema, you're from Nigeria. Kosi Onyema, thank you for joining, Kosi. And if someone has received anything from Weiyang Medical University, please, Kosi is asking. Let's get connected. And like I said, if you're watching me and you're not yet subscribed, please hit that subscription button and just hit on the like button, please. Let me see how many likes I got on this. Let me see how many likes I've got. I hope that you guys are liking the video, because when you like the video, we're going to get more people who are going to come online and they're going to come to share their experience. So it's very important for you to like the video, and also you can comment so that YouTube will share this video to so many people. I got how many likes? Let me see. I hope I've gotten so many likes. Let me see how many likes I've got. So guys, please don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends, because once you do that, YouTube will YouTube will share this video. YouTube will recommend the video to so many people to join us, and someone might just join up and then be the one to respond to your question. So I got just 11 likes. Please, we had over 20 people who are watching and just 11 likes. Please, if you're getting some value from the message, if you're getting some information from me, then just hit on your like button, because right now I have 15 people who are watching and I only have 11 likes. It means that everyone who's watching has not liked the video. Come on, guys. I'm helping you, so you can as well help me. So like the video so we can get more people to join us. Let's continue. Let's see who's next. So hit the like button, please, and you can share it. You can also share the message with some. You can share the live stream so we can have more people. If you have maybe WeChat group or WhatsApp group or maybe Facebook group, any group that you have students, you can share the live and share the videos as well, because once you share the videos, you get information from many people as well, and it helps you to answer your questions. Hey Saeed, did you receive the email today from Johnson University? So he's asking if you received the email from Johnson University today. What about to get visa in a third country? Is possible. For example, Russia has been possibilities. What happened if I go to Russia and try to get visa from Russia? Let me see. Go to Russia and get a visa from Russia. Russian students are able to get visa, but the problem is your JW202 form. Has your university sent you your JW202 form? You can apply for a visa in any country, as far as I know, as long as you have your invitation letter. As long as you have your invitation letter from your university, or you have your JW202 form and your visa application. If you can get into Russia, and if the Chinese embassy in Russia is giving visas, then definitely they can give you a visa, because the visa must not be taken from your country, as far as I know. Because when I came to China, I was not in my country. I was in Dubai when I came to China. I just went to the Chinese embassy in Dubai and got my visa. So anyone, you can get a visa from any country. For example, I'm here now in China. If I want to travel to another country and I have my visa and I have my admission, I don't need to go back to my country. I must not go back to my country as long as I have my my documents, my JW202 form, my visa application, and my diploma and everything that the visa. So what you need to do is contact. What I advise you to do is contact the Chinese embassy in Russia and explain your situation. Tell them you're from Latin America, you're from this country. Can you have a visa from Russia to get into China? I think once you ask that question, then you will have a better response, because I'm not able to give you a professional answer as far as this is concerned. Let's hear what someone is saying. Okay, Roy, thank you for answering, but we're in wait. Oh yeah, I know. I understand, man. I really understand. And someone says, "Oh, my connection is dancing." And please, did you receive from Jiangsu University? Yeah, someone said she received from Jiangsu University. Alex, a number of people. Deepika, can you students go to China by September? I'm from Nepal. Yeah, of course, students are able to come. Just get your your JW202 form, your visa application, and contact the Chinese embassy in Nepal and ask for the visa application documents. That is what I should advise you to do now. Just contact the Chinese embassy in Nepal. And we got Osman. The visa office in my country told me that they will start processing student visa 1st August, but they yet to receive the attached condition and procedure from authorities. 1st of August, yeah, 1st of August is just in a few weeks. We are already, today is 11th of July, so we only have about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to get to 1st of August. So just get yourself ready. If you're not vaccinated, I advise you to get your vaccine, get your shots, and stay safe. And also, what else you need to do? Yeah, get vaccinated. Then also prepare your flight tickets. Financially, you have to prepare. And you can also start checking flights from your country, see how much they cost. And the quarantine has greatly been reduced from 14 days to 7 days. Yeah, 7 days now. So you're not going to stay long in a quarantine center, which means that you're going to spend less money for quarantine. So let's hear what someone is saying. Will students in Beijing be allowed? Yeah, students from all over. Right now, we have some little restrictions within China, but these restrictions don't last for long. For example, if there is a restriction now, maybe the restriction can only last for 1 week or 2 weeks, and after that, everything will be back to normal. For example, currently in Shanghai, things were okay for a couple of weeks, and then right now, places are getting locked again in Shanghai. Right now, I'm in quarantine. I've been locked again, so let's just hope that it doesn't stay for long. Roy, please, is it compulsory to take the booster shot? For the booster shot, it's not compulsory. As long as you have your original 1 or 2 doses. The booster shot, any I've not heard any information about the booster shot being compulsory. I was really trying to share this document that I received from. Let me. Okay, if I cannot share it on the screen, I can read it here. I can read it on my screen. The requirements that this university is asking. The first requirement, actually, this one was for. This is. I don't know if I can share it. I'm reading this. This is a notification that I got from one of the universities. A student shared this from one of the universities. I don't know if you can see the conditions that the university has placed. So the first point, they said you should promise to abide to all the requirements and rules stipulated by the Chinese government and the university. So the first thing, they'll normally send you a form, and the first thing they'll ask you is promise that you're going to abide to all the rules and everything. All you need to do is say you promise you're going to respect the rules of quarantine, the rules of the university, and so on. And the second point says you You will shoulder by yourself all the cost of returning. That includes your air ticket, your quarantine, and your nucleic acid test. So you're also going to accept to them that you will share, that you will take all the cost of your ticket, the cost of quarantine, the cost of all your tests. Once you accept that you can take care of that cost, then the second point says, the third point, you strictly abide by requirements of Chinese embassy at your home country. You also abide by the requirements of the Chinese embassy in your country. And the point four says, you should undergo quarantine at the point of entry. Days of quarantine will be required by the current COVID-19 policy in China, and you will be allowed to come back to your university after being released from your quarantine. You're also going to accept that you will abide by the quarantine rules. The point number five says, you should undergo health monitoring by yourself at the designated dormitory. You also have to undergo health monitoring at your dormitory. And the number six says, after you complete the health monitoring, you should promise in the following 1 month not to participate. So after 1 month, when you arrive China, you have to promise that you will not participate in any gathering, not to take the public transportation, not to go to places where there are many people. You should limit the sphere and frequency of activity, and you should cooperate with your nucleic acid test arranged by your university. So you have to promise that when you get to China, the first 1 month, you don't have to go out, you don't have to take the bus, you don't have to take the subway, you don't have to go to any public places for 1 month. You can just be around your university and follow up. That is no more quarantine. That is just self-monitoring for 1 month. You have to accept that you will abide to that. And it says you should reply to this email within 3 days, whether you have decided to return to China or not. If any doubts, please feel free and no hesitation to send email to this. So you can see this is the email, this is the notification I got from one of the, I don't know, I'm trying to show this thing. This is the notification I got from one of the universities. The second one says, good morning. Some students are asking JW202 form. I'd like to inform all that JW202 form office is now going to send within this month via DHL, and we will now be making plans for that. Please be patient and sorry for keeping you waiting. This is These are students from Morocco. They received, this is from Changsha University of Science and Technology. Changsha University of Science and Technology, they said they are sending JW202 forms via DHL. Please fill, then they also sent information and said, please fill the questionnaire today. Failure to fill the form is deemed to have given up returning to China. In question 9, if you choose yes to get to the next one, and in question 15, whether you are willing to return to China, you will choose yes. If you have graduated, you don't have to fill the form out. So these are two notifications that I received today. I have these two documents on my community timeline. You can check out these details. And if you have received from your university and you want to share with us, please send it to my email. I've sent, you can check in the comment section, you're going to see my email. Send it to my email so that I can also share it with other students, to let other students know that maybe their university have received email. Maybe they're not aware. Because, for example, someone from Jiangsu University didn't know that students from Jiangsu University have received emails. Do you think this year it will be open? Well, to say open, we are not sure if China will be open, but students will be able to return. But to say that China will be open, that one is something that we cannot tell. Do you think the borders will be open early next? Borders opening is different from students returning. These are two different things. Yeah, student returning is different. The borders can still be closed, but students will be able to return. People will be able to return, but there's still going to be border restrictions. Yeah. So thank you for joining, please. If you're joining us just now, thank you for joining. I'm trying to do this live session to share with students the updates from different universities, the updates from different countries, from different embassies. I've had many students who have confirmed that they have received emails from their universities, from their embassies. So if you've received, please share it to my email. I can also share with other students, and they will be able to share their experience. And if you have something that you want to say, please, I advise you can come up You can come up. I'm going to share the link. This is the link. Please, if you want to say something, feel free to click this link and let's talk. Let's talk face to face. Thank you for joining. And if you have not hit the like button, please, the like button is very important because once you like the video, we're going to get more students. We're going to get more people to join us. And we will have more people to share their experience and the things that you didn't know that are happening from other countries, from other embassies. Once people come up to share their experiences, there you will know. So please feel free to come up to join your to share experience. I'm going to try to respond to everyone, please. I'll go step by step. Someone says, can you please elaborate some more about JW to Indian students? That is university name year. Well, okay. So what I would do, I will contact this student who told me that he received JW202 from a university. I'll contact him by email after this. I'll get more details from this student and I'll post it on my community timeline because he told me that he received JW202 from his university. So I'm going to contact this student. Let me see if I can write him right away. I'll write him right now and tell him to. I'll write him right away and tell him to send me more details about this JW202 form. And if you're joining us, welcome. I'm trying to share experiences for different students from different countries. If you have any information you want to share with us, feel free to join us. Let me see. This student, where is that guy? Let me see. Okay, here is he. Hello. Can you share me more information? Let me send him a message immediately. Can you share me more information about your JW202 form? Name of university, and if possible, screenshot. Okay, so I've just sent him an email, a message now. He's gonna tell me which university he received the JW202 from, and probably he's gonna send me a screenshot. And once I get information from him, I will post it on my community timeline, and you can confirm from there. And if you have any questions, you can ask me, and I can ask him. Okay, let's see. I can try to answer everyone's question. Let's see the next person is saying. There are no related updates yet. We will contact you if there is any new information. The message received today from China Embassy in Ethiopia. Okay. I mean, it means that they're on it. Okay, someone is trying to come up. Hello? Hello?
Hello, bro.
Yep. Shahab.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the
Yeah,
stream.
bro. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, you're welcome. Something is wrong with my eye. That is why it just pops up.
Okay, so where are you calling from?
I'm from Pakistan, and I just came since the pandemic hit that Wuhan city, and I'm from Jining Medical University in Rajau.
Okay. So
Yeah,
is there any
and
specific?
we have
Yes, please.
we have received some of the emails, and I'm going to there is high education higher commission that they say that we have 21 July the last date, and we have to share all information for to get ready for the next batch. As you know, first batch of the Pakistani students have
Yeah, the first
already
batch already
successfully.
went. Yes,
Yeah,
I
and
know about that.
the second batch is going to, they are getting all the information And once we
Oh,
get once they get the information, they have also deadline like 21 July is the last deadline, and you have to fill all your forms
okay.
like
You have to fill the
name,
information
passport.
before the 21st of July.
Yeah, and that's the point that they will. But it depending, most of the student trying because the expenses are so much, and that is
Yeah,
why
I
they
know.
are, yeah,
I know the
expenses due to,
expenses are really much.
yeah, the expenses are very high. That is why the problem is that, uh, you know but the amount of expenses, and maybe the students can afford it.
Okay, okay, all right. So right now, we have you already given your information to the people?
The information is very clear that China is going to call the Indian students. China is going to call the Pakistani students because first batch is already arrived. Second batch they are going to collect all the information, and we may go soon because. But the problem is, um, the real problem is the expenses. The student
The
cannot afford.
expenses. I know the expenses. It's really expensive. I know, but with the problem of the expenses. What I can say is that the flight tickets are expensive because there are very few flights that are approved.
That is the point. And if they arrange the charter flight for you, then it becomes so much hard for you to pay that.
Yeah, with the chartered flight, does it make any big difference?
With the charter flight, of course, it is making like almost you have to give $3,500 US dollars, and
Three
even
thousand
more
five
than,
hundred US dollars.
yeah, even more than that.
Oh my God. Yeah, I understand. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. Well, let's just hope that when once we get more flights, because the Chinese aviation authority, they've been working so hard these days. I see they're approving flights every day. We get more flights. The list of flights every day we get more flights, more flights. Although some of the flights are still suspended because the past few days we got some cases, new cases again. So some of the flights were still suspended, but they're getting more and more flights every day. So the more flights that we get approved, normally the flight ticket prices will reduce.
That is why the more the flight hours, the cheaper the price of the flight is, and you are absolutely right. And let's see that the more flight it opens, there will be more chances that the prices should be reduced.
Yeah, it will be reduced.
Yeah, great to
Okay,
see you.
Shabab,
And
thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining the stream and
welcome.
sharing with us.
I'm your subscriber, bro. I'm your subscriber. I always
Thank you so
watch
much.
for.
Thank
Yeah,
you
you
so
are
much. I
from
appreciate.
Ethiopia, right?
Pardon?
You are from, where are you from? North
I'm from
Africa.
Cameroon. I'm from Cameroon. Thank you so much for joining.
I welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Shabab, for joining. Let's get to the rest of the questions. I'll be ending soon. Someone says, "Oh, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comment." Someone says, "I'm handsome." Oh, I didn't know. Now I'm blushing. Thank you. So Rigo says, since students will be able to return, do you think it will be possible to go home and back with students returning? I don't understand what you mean home and back. Do you think it will be possible to go home and come back with the students returning? I don't know what do you mean go home and come back? Right now, it's not really easy to travel within to go out of China and come back in because even if you have the visa, the problem is the flight tickets. If you have the capacity to pay your flight tickets and the visas are available, then you can travel. Because right now the most problem that people are facing is the flight tickets. People have the visas, people have the invitation letters, but they don't have flight tickets. Some of them have even the money, but they don't have the flight available. Some of them have the flight available, but they don't have the money to pay. So it's really a complicated situation, but we just hope that things will be getting better and better every day, every day. So, is there someone else who will want to come up to join us? I'm really grateful that I have over 20 people who are watching me. Please, if you're still watching me up to now and you're not yet my subscriber, I will be so grateful to see that after this I get more than 20 more subscribers from you guys. And if you did not like the video, please hit that like button. I'm currently in China. Oh, let me hear what he's saying. I'm currently in China, but I'm tired of this place. I want to go home and breathe, then plan to come back with the returning students. Yes, this might be a good plan for you because me too, man. Me too. I'm thinking of going home to breathe as well, man. Yeah, it's really not easy. You know, this is something that I wanted to say to people who are watching me. Yeah, a lot of things are happening in China now. Let me say this here very clearly. Like, not only in China, a lot of things are happening over the world now. Like, there's a lot of changes. Things have changed a lot. Like, a lot of things have changed. You know, you guys who have not been in China for the past 2 years, once you come back to China now, the China that you left in 2 years is no longer the China that you'll come back to meet. Honestly, this is the truth. A lot of things have changed. So if you're not someone who is ready to, if you're not someone who is ready to accept change, then once you're back to China, you will realize a lot of things. People are leaving China. I did a video on my channel where I said the 10 reasons why foreigners are leaving China. People are tired of China. Things are changing in China every day. Life is getting more expensive in China. People are not be able to get jobs. Students are graduating, they're not able to get jobs. The study environment is not as vibrant as it used to be. The social life in China is not as lively as it used to be. People can no longer travel and enjoy the country and have fun. So this is something for students who really want to come back to study. Well, I wish you all the best. But if you're coming back to China with the intention of coming to have fun or coming to enjoy China, yeah, you're still gonna have that little enjoyment, that little fun. But honestly speaking, guys, China has changed. China has completely changed. So if you're trying to come back to China, you must accept to come and meet this change. Like, this is someone who is in China who wants to leave. Me too. If I have an opportunity to go and maybe rethink about my life, the only thing that is keeping me in China now is because of my business. Because my business is in China. I have to establish a certain level of connection with my suppliers, with my business partners. Then I think I can also leave. You know, once I leave, then I'll be able to continue to communicate with my suppliers, with my business partners. But my business is based in China. So if I leave now, I think that if I leave now, I will miss a lot. Like, there are a lot of things that I need to put in place before I leave. So I always advise students, you can also be checking other countries. It's not all about China, guys. Yeah, like, I mean, it's high time we should accept that China has changed. Even if you're a student, you can try to look for admission in different countries. You can try the US, you can try Canada, you can try other places in Europe. You can even look for good universities in your country. I mean, like, or you can change your strategy. I'm not saying that you should not come back to China. I'm not saying that, don't get me wrong. You can come back to China, but just know that the China that you will come back to meet is not the China that you left. You will be coming back to a completely new China. Life is different in China now. You cannot travel freely anymore. You cannot enjoy life freely. Even the students, life in the university will be completely different. If you've not been to China, it's a different thing because you're coming with a completely blank mindset. But if you were in China before, you already have view of China. You think that you're coming to meet the same China. It's different. It's different. There are days that I go outside. I live in Shanghai, but there are days that by 10 p.m. I go out to maybe maybe to jog, and the street is dead. Like around me. For example, right now where I live, if you go outside, it's 8 p.m. Before it's 9, 10 p.m. The city is dead. You feel like, where are the people? But this is Shanghai, that it was like you go out at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you feel like some people are starting their day. So, I mean, life in China has really, 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 really changed. Foreigners are living every day. I have my friends who cannot even get flights to go back to the country because all the flights have been booked. You check the flights in July, booked, fully booked. I mean, flights to go home out of China, August, fully booked. September, fully booked. October, I mean, 4 5 months, flights are fully booked. People cannot even get flights. So people are leaving. But trust me, I'm very sure that these people who are leaving, most of them will come back. I can bet on this. After maybe 2, 3, 4 years, I don't know, maybe 5 years, I don't know, but they will come back. I can bet on this. They will come back to China. So someone said, okay, how about Yangzhou University? Is it open for Indian students? All universities are open for everyone, but are they giving JW202 forms? That's the problem. I feel like a lot of people will want to leave right after returning. You definitely said it. The China, they left when, yeah, it went with them. Like, honestly, for real, this is not a joke, guys. Once you come back to China, you might just want to finish your studies and leave. Because when you left China in 2020, these 2 years from 2020 up to now, the country has changed. The country has changed. Even to get a job now in China, the terrain, the field of play has a lot of changes. Visas issues. To get a visa is not easy. Before in China, if you have a work visa, you can have a job very easily. But right now, to get a job as a teacher, a teaching job in China, if you're not from a native country, forget about it. And before, non-natives could get a job if they have a work permit. But right now, work permit is no more a guarantee. They're going to tell you your work permit must be a teaching work permit. And it's not easy to have that teaching work permit if you're not from a native country, or if you didn't graduate from a native country, or if your bachelor's degree is not in English. I mean, there are a whole lot of things attached to that, a whole lot of different requirements that have come up. So to get a job in China, the field of play has completely changed. But people are still able to live. People are still able to stay in China. That means that it's still better than so many places. For example, I can say it's better than my country. I prefer to stay here. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stay the rest of my life in China. No, I just want to stay here for maybe a couple of years more, maybe 3 years, maybe, I don't know, maybe 2, 3 years. And I have an objective. Once I meet that objective after 2, 3 years, I'm saying bye-bye to China. I can only come back to China to do my business, maybe for 1 month, and I leave. It's not the place to be anymore. It's not the place to stay anymore. Because even with the restrictions in my country, if I stay in my country with restrictions, I feel some fresh air in me. I can talk to the police. I can talk to the administrators. I can talk to my neighbor. I can raise my voice. I can say I'm not happy with this. I can talk to people. But in China, you cannot do that. You cannot raise your voice at your neighbor. You're a foreigner. You cannot raise your voice at the police. You cannot raise your voice to the administrator. But in your country, you have some degree of authority because you belong there. So right now, honestly, guys, I'm not telling a lie. China has changed. But I'm not scaring you guys away because I'm still in China and I'm still going to live a little longer. But I have people who are even my room, my apartment mate, they're living. People are living. I have so many friends who left already. Every week we have a goodbye party. We organize parties for like a goodbye, a send off. Every week there is a send off. Every week there is a send off going on. People are living. So you can understand if you're glued to the social media, you're going to see how people are living every day because they are no more satisfied. They're no more they're no more seeing the China as it used to be. But maybe after 2 years, 3 years, we don't know what COVID will bring next. Maybe when once the borders open, people can come back. I don't know. But me, if I go, I might come back, but I'm not coming again to stay. I'm just coming back for my business. Once I come back, I sort my business for 1 month, 2 months, I'm back out of the place. It's not a place to stay longer anymore because most of the jobs that foreigners were doing, Chinese are able to do it now. We have Chinese now who are teaching English. A lot of them are able to teach English now because most of the Chinese also who were out of the country studying, they're coming back home. So once they come back home, the jobs that only foreigners could do, now the Chinese are able to do it. So foreigners are losing value in China every day. People are getting fed up with the system every day, and so on and so forth. Rigo says, and guys, if you want to study and really value your education, I would honestly advise you to go elsewhere. No offense, and sorry to disappoint. This what Rigo is saying, I will also agree to it. I always tell students, I cannot say that Chinese education is bad. I cannot say that Chinese education has no value because I studied in China. I got my master's degree in China. So I still value Chinese education. But I always tell myself if I had other options, I won't choose China. That is the honest truth. If I had other options. And most students are being lured to come study in China because of the affordable fees, the scholarship, the generous scholarships. Because the same program that you can study in China, you can study that same program in other countries. But what about the fees? Because of the generous scholarships. So honestly, if you can look for other options, that will also be of good help to you. Don't only put all your hope on China, because what I've noticed in this past 2 years is that people had put all their hopes on China, all their hopes. Like without China, it's, for example, let's just say something now. I know this is not impossible. Let's just say you cannot come back to China again. Just tell yourself that I cannot come back to China. Will you not survive in this life? Ask yourself that question. Even if you're able to come back, but ask yourself, if I cannot come back to China today, can I survive in this life? I wanted to become a doctor. Without China, I cannot become a doctor. Ask yourself that question. Or if I cannot become a doctor, can't I become something else? Because I know China, this issue has ruined so many people's lives. Some people have given up. I know many students who have given up. I have a student that the program was canceled in the university because students gave up the program. So, in Chinese universities, a program is opened depending on the number of students that have applied for that program. So they will say, okay, if we have 15 students that applied for this program, then we're going to open this program, because we cannot hire a lecturer to come and teach one student or two students. So this child, he wanted to do architecture. So he applied and he didn't even get the admission for architecture. I'm sure he got admission for civil engineering. So he was like, okay, I wanted to do architecture, but now that I got civil engineering, maybe I can accept civil engineering because it's almost related to architecture. But actually, architecture was not his dream. So he accepted civil engineering. And he was in the class with other students. And because of this COVID thing, most of the students, they dropped out. They cannot continue. Now the civil engineering course will be cancelled. And now they're asking him to go and do mechanical engineering. So you see, that is how somebody's life can completely be messed up. He wanted to do architecture. They gave him civil engineering. Now he can't even have civil engineering. Now they're giving him mechanical engineering. Or they say if he cannot do mechanical engineering, he should do computer science. So you see how people's lives are being messed up. So guys, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't count so much on China. Honestly, you can look for other options. You can find other countries. But if you see that it's only China you want, or only China is, someone say, why are you not replying and tell me about life in China? You can ask me any question if you wanna know anything about life in China. Alice Sashu, did I not answer your question? Let me see. How about Yangzhou University? Is it open for Indian students? Indian students have not been approved to start applying for student visas. They just collected their information and asked them to wait. Did I answer your question, Alice? If I didn't answer your question, can you ask it again? Everything I'm saying here is very important. Everything I'm saying here is very important because some people will come to China and then and then they're gonna be like, why did I even come here? Honestly, when you come to China, you're gonna realize what I'm saying. What's that form? Can you explain? The JW202 form is like the visa application form. That is what you will take to the embassy to apply for visa to come to China. That is what the JW202 form is. And this JW202 form is given to new students, not to old students. Alice, have I answered your question? When you have admission in the Chinese universities, they're going to give you two documents. They'll give you your admission letter and they'll give you your visa application form. This visa application form is what is called the JW202 form. You will take this JW202 form with your admission letter and with your diploma. Depending on the other documents that the embassy will ask, you will take all these documents together with your health form. This is also something very important that I've not been talking about, the medical examination for new students. I did a complete video that I explained how to do medical examination. Some students are forgetting about medical examination. I think it's valid for 6 months. So you can do it now and keep, because it's valid for 6 months. If you're sure that you can return to China within 6 months, which I'm very sure, you can do your medical examination now. Is it 6 months or 3 months? I'm sure it's 6 months. So you can do your medical examination and keep. I did a complete video that I talked about how to do this. So Alice, I'm sure I've answered your question. If I've not answered, you can ask it again. I hope we can at least do business. Yeah, for business is going on. Honestly, in China, business is going on. That's what is still keeping me in China, because I can still do my business. The only problem now is that I cannot travel to check my goods. I can just do a video call, or I can just ask them to, I can just trust them. Because when I buy my goods now, I cannot go to the city to check my stuff. Because you can just go to the city and then you're locked there. Or when you come back and they tell you, oh, you went to this city, you have to do 2 weeks quarantine. Or it's just complicated. Maybe it's just complicated. You cannot even get a flight ticket, you cannot get a train ticket, or they're just becoming expensive, or just complicated. A lot is happening. So business is still going on, but virtual business, like online. I'm doing business that I don't even see the goods. I don't even see my things. I buy stuff, I sell them to other countries, but I don't even see them. I just do video call. I don't even see the stuff. So we just hope that, well, from what Rigo said, I think this was a very important point that I was supposed to talk about the change that have taken place in China. A lot of people want to leave, but that doesn't mean that people cannot come. If you want to come, feel free come. There is still life in China, but it's different from what you knew 2 years ago. Very different. So unless someone has a question to ask, if not, I was supposed to do only 1 hour, but I've been on for almost 1 hour 30 minutes. Thank you guys for joining. And I hope that you guys have subscribed to the channel, because I'll be coming up live maybe after a few days again. And I'll always post information every day. I've asked people to send me emails. I'm sure after this live session, I'm going to check my email. Let me check right away. I'm going to check my email to see if some people have sent me emails, and I'm going to post them on my community timeline for us to see what's happening, if we've gotten more notifications from universities and from embassies. So that notwithstanding, guys, since I can see the comment section is quiet, it means that I've answered everyone's question. And if no one is coming up to talk, then I will be ending the stream unless someone wants to say something. If you've just joined now, you can rewatch after this live stream. I'm gonna post it on my timeline. You can rewatch and gather all the information. And if you have anything to share with us, please drop it in the comment section. Is there a lot of racism that side? When you say a lot, I cannot really qualify a lot, but there is, to an extent. It's not as bad as other countries, but if you're a foreigner in China, you're definitely going to be noticed. You're definitely going to be noticed. If you're black, it might even be more, as I can say. Yeah, the racism in China is in a different way. There is like ignorant racism, and there is racism that the people know what they're doing. That's the difference. Ignorant racism is when people don't understand you. Like, you cannot blame them because they don't know what they're doing. For example, people might ask you, why are you black? Or are you black because you drink a lot of coffee? Or because there's a lot of sun in your country? They're just curious. They want to touch your body to know if it's gonna, like, it's something is gonna happen to their hand, touch your hair to see. But this will happen mostly in those suburbs, those places where the people are not really exposed. But apart from that, I cannot say there is no racism in China, because honestly, it cannot be zero racism. There is. Actually, me, I've faced it several times. In the subway, in the bus, it's very common to sit and people don't want to sit beside you. But me, I don't care. If you don't want to sit beside me, that just gives me the opportunity to have more space. I'm just gonna relax. So it's very common for you to be in the elevator, and people don't, and maybe it opens and someone don't want to come in because they see you in there. So there are a lot of things. I can definitely say it has an increase ever since the pandemic. Yeah, okay. Then also during this pandemic, okay, let me say something. Let me share you a personal experience. Right now, where I am right now, I'm in a hotel because my building was put on lockdown. So I'm in a hotel right now. Just because I was a foreigner in my building. Now the whole building thinks that it's because of me that the building has been locked down. And they were saying all sort of stuff in the WeChat group. Oh, because of this foreigner, we are locked down. But there were others. There were other Chinese who were locked down. And if it is a Chinese, they're not going to complain. So you just have to understand that if 10 people are doing something wrong, they're not going to complain. But if one foreigner does something wrong, the problem is the foreigner. It's because of the foreigner that this happened. But if it's a Chinese, they're going to keep quiet. No one is going to complain. So when you're coming to China, these are some of the things that you just have to accept. They will blame you because you are a foreigner. But apart from that, if it's a Chinese, they will not care because they feel it's their own brother. I face it every day. A father recently shouted at his son for not wearing a mask as he walked. Yes, it has happened to me. This one is very common. This one of mask is very common. I'm walking in the park. When they see you, they put, okay, they might sit in a place and they're not wearing their mask. And then they see you and then they rush and take their mask and wear it on. As if you are the foreigner who is infecting them. And they forget to understand that they're the ones who are even more exposed than us, the foreigners. How many foreigners have COVID in China? How many foreigners? If we really want to face it, how many foreigners? This is not something that I can say it hiding, because we don't even hear that foreigners are infected. But they think that it is the foreigners who are spreading the virus. So I mean, love that song at the background. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you so much. So if you want to come to China, you need to accept all of this. You need to accept all of this. Racism is not something that touches me anymore. I don't care anymore. No matter what people say, I don't care. Even where I go to work, the kids already like me for who I am. So if the parents don't like me, if their kids like me, I don't care. As I go, I do my stuff, do my business, I go back home. If you don't like me, that's your problem. If I enter the subway and I sit down and you don't want to sit beside me, thank you for giving me the space. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna relax. If I'm sitting and there is space beside me and you don't want to come sit beside me, thank you. I'm gonna keep my back on that space. Yeah, but also sometimes you face it very hard as a foreigner. For example, if you're looking for an apartment, like when I was looking for an apartment, you go to an apartment and they tell you we don't accept foreigners. You cannot stay in this building. Or the price that they're going to give you is going to be different. Maybe they're charging for Chinese, maybe 2,000 RMB. For you, a foreigner, you're going to pay 3,000 RMB. They don't care. So what we usually do is, if you have a Chinese friend who can help you, your Chinese friend can go as if he or she is the one buying the stuff or renting the apartment. Then he's going to rent it under his name. Then you stay there. But once they start seeing you there, it's also another problem. I've changed several apartments in China, in Shanghai, because of this kind of issues. The police will always come to check your house. It's very normal. They'll always call the police because when they see foreigners, they just see problem. They just see issues. They just think that maybe you're doing something illegal. Maybe you don't have a visa. So they will just surprise you and check your home. Or maybe your neighbor will just call the police. If you play, for example, if I play music, my neighbor will complain. If I talk on the phone sometimes, because I usually do my late night calls, sometimes late at night, they'll complain. I don't need to talk. So guys, China has a lot to deal with, honestly, a lot. In your home, at your work, on the street, online, wherever you go. You have a lot to deal with. But after some time, you're just going to be used to. And after some time, they're also going to be used to you. So, but you need to be strong to accept this to accept all of this. You need to be strong. How China students attend classes in online or off? No, students go to class. Now in China, students go to class. Like before I think I missed someone's question. I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone's question. Someone said, in some African countries like Chad, the authorities aren't doing anything to help students. The situation is just sad over there. Oh, Natalie, sorry about that. But if your country is not doing something specific, once most of the countries open, then definitely you're going to be open too. Like not all the countries will do something now. But once most of the countries start doing it, then definitely your country will be open. Because the thing is, some countries have very few students. For example, maybe in your country, you only have 10 students or 15 students. You cannot compare with a country like India or Pakistan with 7,000 students, 8,000 students, 5,000 students, 3,000 students. Maybe your country only has 15 students, 20 students. So they're paying more attention to the countries with maybe many students and so on. But still, you guys in your country, you can still put yourself together. If you're in a country that only has 10 students, you can still put yourself together. Like I saw a group on Facebook. I'm sure students from, is it Mexico? One of these European countries. There are only 10 of them, but the 10 of them are in a group and they're doing everything together. So that is also something you can do. Like you guys, if you're just 10, 15, put yourself together so that if one person has information, if one person have an idea, that idea can help all of you. I'm sure I've overstayed this live stream. How has your experience been so far in China apart from school? Apart from school, well, I left school in 2020. So far, after school, I was so lucky. I started my own business. I no After school first, I got a job. I got a job for 1 year. Then the company that I was working for, they were able to do a visa for me. So I worked for the company for 1 year. Then when the visa issue started, they were like, "Oh, we cannot do visa for you again because of the new visa policy, blah blah blah." So I decided that was when I decided, okay, I studied business, so why not start my own business in China? So I created a company. I came to Shanghai. I started a small company, a trading company. Then through the company now, I applied for a visa through my own company. So since then, I've just been struggling with my company trying to. But another thing in China is that it's with taxes. You have to pay taxes. It's not very easy. Then they'll give you transaction you must do within 3 months. You must do transactions up to 90,000 RMB, and they have to check the what they call in Chinese the fapiao. They have to check the fapiao to see that you're doing real business. I mean, and they're only going to give you 3 months visa. After 3 months, they're going to come to see if are you going to the office, because I have an office. They have to check, am I going to the office? Am I doing real business? Do I have receipts? Fapiao? Am I paying my tax? Then they're going to evaluate all of that before they're going to give you 3 months again. It's really hard. Then after the 3 months, then maybe they can give you 6 months. Then after the 6 months, maybe they can give you 1 year. So it's not really easy. Then talking about the social life, it was really fun. I enjoyed my life when I was a student than now, because when I was a student in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, for those 4 years, China was really good at that time. People could travel, we could have fun. We were having parties every weekend. We were having parties. Like, I mean, it was one of my best experiences. I'm sure that is the China that most of you still have in your mind right now. But right now, it has changed. In student dormitories, that kind of vibrant life is no longer available. Students can no more organize such vibrant activities. Even if they organize vibrant activities, it's just going to be within students of your university. Other students from other universities cannot come to, join you guys to really make it look so lively. But before, people were taking flight tickets, paying flight tickets to go to other universities, to go to other cities just to have fun. Now it's summer. This is the time that people were traveling. People could go to the beach, go to Sanya, go to the mountain. I mean, life was really, 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 really vibrant. But now, even you go to the nightclub now, you meet very few people, and I mean, this should be a topic for another day, guys. It's a lot. It should be a topic for another day. This is actually a topic for another day. Let me see what guys are saying. How can students? Okay, I said students were attending classes online in China. Before they went on holidays, they were going to class. Love the song at the background. Thank you so much. It's their problem. For real, it's their problem. You're right. One thing I can thank this place for is that it's made me stronger. I'm immune these days. I'm not easily bothered by racism. Yeah, this is what I was just saying. Like, it has just made me not to care. Like, if someone is coming beside me and the person sees me and starts running away, I don't care. Because sometimes I even laugh when I see them do that. I just laugh. They see you and they cover their nose. They see you. Okay, like right now, like I told you, I'm in a hotel. I have this. This is a disinfectant. I have this. Now in China, you actually see people who are walking on the street with a disinfectant like this. I mean, a whole bottle like this. And when they see you coming, they start to spray themselves like. I'm like, have I now become like for real? Like someone is, you're walking on the street and someone is coming beside you, and the person will take his disinfectant and start to spray around himself like. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. Honestly. Majority of schools are learning online, especially if you're learning in English, because other countries are not allowed. But if you're learning in Chinese, it's physical. Yes, yeah. Actually, but I know most of my students, like from like Jazz University, most of my students who are there, they go to class. But the thing is that students now don't want to go them to class again because they're like other students, other in out of China. How are they learning? Are they not learning online? So I'm also going to sit in my room, and then I'm not going to go to class. I'm just going to attend the classes online. Then now the teachers will be like, okay, since students are not coming to class, we're going to do the class online, especially for international students. It's not that you cannot go to class. You can. But for example, maybe there are just 5 students in the class or maybe 6. If those 6 students don't come to class, then why would the teacher go to class? Maybe only 2 of them are in China. Maybe 5 of them are back home. And those 2 in China, maybe they don't want to go them to class. They say, okay, the other 5 students are attending class online. We're also going to attend online. They're not going to go them to class. So the teacher will not come to class. Someone says, I'm not currently living there. However, I'm worried for my colleagues back in Chad. Oh, okay. You're not in Chad, but you're in China. Natalie. Are you in China? Natalie Remaji. Are you in China? Yeah, for those who are in Chad and other countries that don't have many students, it's going to be a hard time for them. They need to put themselves together, honestly. What we can expect is that China will take most of the students by September. That is the expectation. That is the expectation. That is what we hope. That is the hope. Because the number of students who have received emails, the number of students who have received notification letters, it's a great sign that by September, most students should be able to return. Someone says, do you think China will open to students anytime soon? I mean, this selecting countries thing. Yeah, we hope by September. We really hope, like real hope, because every day we get students getting emails from their university. Send us your information. Students are getting emails from embassy, from universities, from embassy, and some embassies are already giving visas. If you can provide the information from your university, the embassy will give you a visa. Once you have your visa, then now you're left on your own. Find your flight ticket, you can go to China. But now the problem is the flight tickets are very expensive. Some of them are not even available. Just received another form from my university. I filled it up and submitted as quickly as possible. You see, just now as I'm talking, someone just received email. I said this week, it's Monday. So now from Monday, okay, someone is trying to join. Let me see.
Okay, my question is in this year, CSC scholarship is accept the student.
Yes, the students that received the first emails are CSC students, as far as I know.
But the admission letter is indicated that September up to October to come the student.
That is what your admission letter is indicating.
Yes, yes. The admission letter is indicated September 1 up to October 30.
September 1st. Okay. So now, did they send you the JW202 form?
Not yet.
Not
Still,
yet. Which country are you from?
Ethiopia.
From Ethiopia. Okay.
Yes.
Well, so right now, what have your embassy said?
I am not asking the embassy, but I am waiting the JWT. No?
Okay. Okay. Now, normally that is what the JW202 form will always say, but you can come even before that. That is when you can do registration. 1st of September is when registration will start. But it
Yes,
doesn't mean
yes.
that you cannot come. It doesn't mean that you cannot come to China before that date.
Yes, yes, yes.
As long as you have your visa, you can come to China. Excuse me. You can come to China anytime as long as you have your visa. Anytime.
Okay. Okay. But
Yeah.
JW is waiting outside China, not sent from the email communication.
The JW202 form, that's the most important document. You must have the JW202 form before the embassy can give you any visa. If you don't have the JW202 form, they cannot give you visa.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining and for sharing with us. I appreciate that.
Okay, okay. Have a nice time.
You too. Have a nice time, bro.
Okay.
The form talked about returning to campus between the mid to the end of August. Which university is this, David? Which university? And David, I'll also be very grateful if you can share this form with me or a screenshot, just like a screenshot of the email. This is my email. You can share it to my email. I also want to make a post to let students know that people have received such emails. I'm gonna cover your personal information. Oh, still Jiangsu University. So it means that for real, Jiangsu University have sent the email, because this is the I think the fourth student that I'm hearing about Jiangsu University today. This is the fourth student. So please, can you send it to my email? I'll be very grateful. You once said that students can work now. That was good news. How is that being applied with everything going? This issue of working is a whole topic on its own. Yeah, right now students can work. Students can get what we call the student support visa. But with the current situation now, students can work doesn't mean that you can make money. You cannot make the kind of money that when they say work, you cannot make much money. It's just that you can do your internship. You can do a part-time job, but the part-time job must be related to what you're studying in school. For example, if you're doing engineering, you can find a company and do an internship with, or work with for a short period of time. But before you do that job, you must have finished all your classwork, which means that maybe, because normally if your program is 3 years, maybe you will be in class for 2 years, then 1 year is internship. That is the only time that you can work. You cannot work when you have classwork to do, or even if you have classwork to do, the amount of hours that are going to give you is going to be very limited. You cannot make any reasonable amount of money from the work, because even the payment that you're going to receive, it's going to be some ridiculous amount of money. So it's just, I can say it's not something big. The hours will be very limited. The amount that they're going to pay you is very limited. The time period that they're going to give you is very limited. And for the university to approve for you to work, you're going to go through a whole lot of applications. They're going to see your results, your score in school. Do you have good results? Have you finished all your courses? Do you have enough time? Your supervisor, if you're a master student, your supervisor has approved that you can work depending on your thesis. Maybe you're still struggling with your thesis. Your supervisor will say you don't, maybe your thesis is not going well, so they think that you don't have time to work. So it's, I mean, it's a lot. So you need to consider a lot of things. It's not just that when they say students can work, it doesn't mean that you can just go and start teaching, because we know that the only job that makes money in China is teaching. You cannot be a student and you go to work as a teacher. No, unless you're studying education and maybe teaching is part of your practicals. But if you're not studying education, you cannot teach. The only job that you can do is an internship that is related to your studies. Apart from that, you will get into problem with the police. Someone say, from our home country, we're taking online classes as part of our CSC scholarship. China does not pay us. What is the reason? Well, for the payment, students that will come to China will get their CSC stipend. They're gonna accumulate it and give it to you. So right now it's just the issue of payment. Maybe they cannot pay internationally, but once you come to China, all your CSC dues will be paid. That one, they said it already. From Jiangsu University, I need to check my email. How come I didn't get it? Check, guy. Check. Because I've seen a lot of students said they got it from Jiangsu University. When you were applying, when you were doing your admission, remember your first admission, the email that you used. Check that email. Maybe you have two emails. Check the email that you used. And if you've not still received, you can contact your class teacher or contact any administrator in the school. Okay, I will have to scan the QR code to access the form. Okay, thank you so much. I'll be waiting. Someone says, hey, David, are you master or PhD student? I don't know. David, can you answer master or PhD student? Natalie, are you CSE student? Maybe only the CSE students receive from Jiangsu University. Let's know if presidential students receive as well. Maybe they only send to CSE students from Jiangsu University. So can you confirm if you're a CSE student or presidential scholarship? From our home country, we are taking, okay, I talked about this already. I think this process is limited to CSE recipients for now. Oh, really? Only CSE? Let's confirm. I'll try to confirm to see if only CSE students received or other students received. Indian students update. Well, I talked already about Indian students, no specific updates, but I said one student from India told me that he received JW202 form. I've texted the student to send me the screenshot so I can see if I can post it in my channel. CSC holder. Can you talk to some university for Indian students arrival? Well, I cannot talk to the university, honestly. I just get information and then I share with you guys. So guys, I'll be leaving in 5 minutes. I've made it 2 hours. I didn't expect to do this long, honestly. The form was sent through the WeChat CSE group. Oh, WeChat CSE group. So maybe it's something for CSE students. But if it's for CSE students, it's definitely going to slowly affect everyone. Definitely. It's definitely going to affect everyone. So let's round up. Unless someone wants to say something last, I didn't expect to be for 2 hours. Thank you guys for staying with me for up to 2 hours. And once again, if you have not yet subscribed, let me see if you guys like the video. Let me see how many likes I got. Let me see how many likes I got from this. live stream. Let me see. Still very few. Still very few. Still very few. Still very few. You guys didn't like the video. Yeah, but I appreciate those who did. Like really, really appreciate those who did. And if you've not yet subscribed, that will do me great favor. That would be of great importance to me. Please subscribe. Yeah, I got a few people who subscribe. Thank you guys. Someone said I checked the general students WeChat group. I did not see any communication of such. Oh, so are you like it was only for CSE students? That's not gonna be fun if it's only for CSE. Why only CSE students? I mean, it should be for everyone. Someone said, great job that are going to sensitize people. Only one question for you, please. Would you advise any freshman who has just finished high school to come and study in China now? Ude Ebiso, very nice question. Very nice question. Guys, can someone answer this question for me? I talked about this already. I'm sure you're just joining the live stream now. I talked about this this question already. He's asking if can I advise a student who just left high school to come study in China now? I have a few questions that I can ask you that if you can answer these few questions. Thank you for joining Metal Hamster. You're one of my very active subscribers. Thank you for joining. We've been on for almost 2 hours, and I'm very grateful that you joined me. Let me display you on the screen. Metal Hamster. He's one of my very active subscribers. We always talk in the comment section, so I'm very grateful that you joined me in the live stream. If you have anything to say, if you want to come online, guy, let me send the link again. If you want to come on for us to talk for a few minutes before I go, that is the link. But let me answer Ode's question. He's asking if I can advise a student to come to a fresh graduate to come to China now. I'm gonna say that first of all, what do you want to study? And when you look at these options, do you have it in order? Okay, let's take for instance, you want to study engineering, maybe mechanical engineering. Have you looked at other options? Why do you choose China? Do you have something specific that you want to learn in China? Or you're just coming to China because you want to experience China? Because people come to study in China for so many reasons. When I was coming to study in China, I had my sole aim was not to study. This is something that you guys need to know. When I was coming to study in China, my sole aim was not to study. My first aim was to experience China and see what I can grab from this country apart from studies. So I only used my student visa as an opportunity to enter the country. Then I will study now. Within that period that I'm studying, I'm going to learn the language. I'm going to learn about the people. I'm going to understand a few things about the business ideology in China. Then I'm going to start my own business in China. Then after some years, I'm going to leave China. That was why I came to China. So when you're coming to China, you should also have your own objective based on what you want to study. Do you just want to study, or you have other intentions? If you have other intentions, then obviously you should come to China. Maybe your intention is to learn Chinese language, which you think that back in your country is going to help you. Maybe your intention is just to experience China, because I mean, people just want to experience the world. If you have such things in the back of your mind, that is another point. If you have the intention of maybe you want to study a particular course that you think that you found a particular university in China that is good at that course, maybe civil engineering, maybe computer science. Okay, that is also another point. But if you just want to study without no specific objective, China should be at the back. You should put other countries first. Another thing, look about the fees. If you have money to pay, because I see students come to China and they're paying huge sums of money. If you're not studying in China on scholarship, then there must be something that you're missing. If you have the amount of money that you have to pay to study in China, go and pay that money in other countries. Trust me, I'm going to say this without mincing my words. But if you, like I said, when I was coming to study in China, there are other things that I've benefited from China that if I was studying in other countries, I would not be able to benefit those things. So it's not all about, for me, it wasn't all about the education. I had other things that I wanted to benefit in this country, and I'm benefiting those things right now. Even if I leave China today, I've not only had my master's degree, I've had a lot of business connection. I've had a lot of cultural exchange. I've had a lot of social exposure. I've had a lot of, I've understood the world. I've understood the Chinese people. I can boast somewhere that I know Chinese people. I can talk about Chinese people. If you tell me that a Chinese man is like this, I can tell you that no, a Chinese man is not like this. A Chinese man is like this. Because for my almost 5 years in China, I've understood them. I've understood how to deal with them. Even if I go to my country now and I meet a Chinese man, I know how to deal with him. I know his mindset. I know the Chinese mindset. I understand how they will react in certain situations. I did not learn this in the classroom, in the university. I learned this in China. I learned this in China. I didn't learn this in the classroom. So if you say that you should come to China to study, you have a lot of questions that you need to answer. I cannot answer this for you. I cannot tell you come because my objective to study in China is different from yours. It's very different from yours. And if you want to study in China, make sure you have a clear objective. Don't just go to China because I know people who just come to China because they just want to leave their country. They're fed up in their country. They just want to also, maybe they see their friends taking nice photos in nice buildings, going to nice places, and they see how people are having fun. They just want to have that fun too. Well, maybe you want to enjoy that kind of fun. Come to China. You're going to see beautiful places. You're going to travel. You're going to have fun with Chinese girls for those who want to have fun. You're going to have all kinds of fun. You're going to make friends. Some people end up getting married to Chinese in China. I know many of my friends who finally married Chinese girls. It's not all about the study. Maybe it's a new life for you. Maybe that is where your life will be. Some of them, they end up in China. They don't want to go back home again. They get married in China. They start their family in China. So it comes with, it's a package. Studying in China is a package. This is the summary that I can give. It's not, and in that package, the study is just one thing. The study is just one thing. It has a whole lot of other things that is attached in that package. If it's just about the study, nah, guys, you'll be disappointed. Trust me. You will be disappointed. I can tell you that you will be disappointed because I was talking, if it's only about my study, I was almost disappointed. And then you have to be ready to do a lot of things by yourself. You have to be ready to do a lot of things by yourself because the way Chinese students study before they reach the university is very different from the way most of us study before we reach university. The things that they study in primary school, before they get to secondary school, before they get to high school, before they get to university, they've studied a lot. They know a lot. So their professors will think that we are the same level with them. They think that the things that they're, for example, when I was doing my thesis, I was always having problems with my supervisor because she was always assuming that I know a lot of things. But I was saying, hello, sure, I don't know this. Like, I mean, I did a lot of work by myself. So when you come to Chinese university, you will have a lot to do. Whether you're doing bachelor's, master's, PhD, whether you're doing what, you will do the vast majority of the job will be done by yourself. Your teacher is just there to guide you. Your teacher is just there to give you the course outline and give you a few notes and correct your test, your thesis, and your everything. You will do research and research and research. And trust you go to the library, most of the things are in Chinese. So you have to scatter your brain by yourself. You cannot go to the library and there are English books, but if the details of the things is in Chinese. So you will do a lot of the things by yourself. That's why I'm telling you, if your mindset is about study, China should not be in front of your agenda. China should be behind. Unless you don't have those options. Maybe you cannot pay the fee in Europe or in Canada or in America. You cannot pay that fees. Then you can say, okay, I got a scholarship in China. So maybe let me study for the sake of the scholarship. And then I use that opportunity now to grab other things. You see that the package will be complete. But you cannot be paying. I see students paying 30,000 RMB. Well, for those who are studying medicine, well, I mean, because once they go, if you know that once you go home, you'll be able to pass your medical exam. Because normally when you study medicine in China, when you go back to your country, you have to write the medical exam to be integrated into your country's medical board. You have to write your board exam. I know a lot of students who've studied in China and they've gone back home and they've passed their board exams. It means that China helped them. I mean, because to get into a medical school in my country, it's not easy. It's not easy. We all know that. I don't know in your country, to get into medical school in my country, guys, it's a whole lot. If you don't have lots of money to spend, it's not easy. So if you have the opportunity to come and study medicine in China, you're not going to struggle to get admission. As long as you have the science background, and most medical students, they don't have scholarship, as far as I know. They don't have scholarship, as far as I know. So you have to pay the fees for medical students. Very few of them, I think, they got scholarship. So if you're doing medicine, I can advise you, you can come to China and study. And when you go back to your country, you can write your board exam and you can do your practice and you become a medical doctor. But if you want to study other courses that that you can easily study them back in your country, then if you're coming to China, studies should not be your objective. You should have other things in mind. And don't miss each opportunity. If it's to learn Chinese, guys, learn Chinese. I mean, even if you're disappointed with your certificate, you won't be disappointed with the fact that you've learned the language. You won't be disappointed with the fact that maybe you've learned the culture, you've learned the people, you've learned business, you've made some connection. Maybe you've met a life partner in China. Maybe you've met some friend. Maybe you've made some connection. Maybe, I mean, you will be happy that at least you've learned something. I'm PhD student, John's University. I've not received it yet. PhD student, John's University. Are you CSE? Because from what he said mostly CSE students. No, don't urge them to join now. Let them find other schools. Yeah, well, I said this already. Like, find other schools until you don't have a choice. Then you can choose China. But if you have other choices, guys, think about it again. Thank you, Roy, for the valuable session. You're welcome. I'm ending the session now, guys. Yes, bro. You can say that again. Thank you so much. I'm ending the session now, guys. Does Chinese University select all students who want to come back? What is the selection process? Well, I cannot really answer this. The selection process is based on your country, based on a lot of things. Just follow up with your university. And guys, I'll be leaving more information in my community timeline. And I'll also be coming online once I get more information. Thank you so much for those who joined and for those who participated, for all your comments, for your questions, and for everything. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. And if you have more questions, please send it at the comments. Oh, someone is saying something. Let me see this last one. Do you think CSC scholarship open board for French students on for international students? Do you have information about living condition in Nigerian University? Okay, my email. Thank you so much. Please check your email. Okay, I'm gonna check. Thank you so much, David. Do you have information about living conditions? Living conditions in Chinese universities is not bad for international students. It's not bad. Apart from the fact that some people might live two in a room, but compared to Chinese students, international students have very good living conditions, as far as I know. Very good living conditions. Some people even have single rooms. The living conditions for international students, you don't need to worry. The only thing that you need to worry about is the quality, like the classroom study, the teachers, the lecturers. Maybe some of them cannot speak English well. Maybe you cannot really get the value of real education. But you have a lot to learn in China. Trust me, you have a lot to learn. But as far as only study is concerned, if you're not ready to learn a lot by yourself, you will miss out a lot. That's all I can say. But for the living condition, you don't have to worry. I think it's good. I don't know about this particular university you're talking about, Nanjing Agricultural University, but averagely, all universities that I know for international students in China, they have some level of, the level of living condition is not bad. It's not bad at all. Like, it's not something that someone can complain about. They have good dormitories. The food is not bad. Food also in China is not bad for most people that I know. And the strictness, people, some universities, they even have mixed dormitories, girls dormitory mixed with boys dormitory. People really are free to, so it's not really bad, unless a few universities that might be a little bit strict. But apart from that, it's not bad. So guys, I will see you guys in my next live. Bye bye.